So here we are, the Sunday following East vs. West 7. Call it what it is. Tip of the cap to Team East. A lot of the Georgians. A lot of slow starts off the go, I feel like. A couple matches we were in it. Shout out to Paul Lynn for jumping up 2-0 and being in a straight war. For me, that was probably match of the night. Agnabaya, just that dude's top roll is crazy. I mean, at the beginning of that one, I thought, oh, he might be in some trouble. And then the rest of the way, he made it look easy. And that dude is an absolute stud. Shout out to all the competitors for their efforts. And just turned out to be, I mean, it is what it is, a butt whooping for Team West. All the way up to the main event, which was a slight bright spot for me, with Gennady serving up a big fat slice of humble pie to Devin Larratt. So, I mean, I get it. There's a million reasons why the West continues to go to East versus West, and for the most part, lose. A lot of it's out of our control. The government supporting their countries more than ours do. Just the mainstream arm wrestling being a sport in other countries, where over here it's a little bit more of on the back burner, that we're all working super hard to change that. But in life, we have to worry about what we can control, which brings me to my main point. What can we, as an arm wrestling community, as a sport, as Americans, do? We are the United States. That's our name. First part of that, united. That's what we have to do. You look at that Georgian crew. For the most part, those guys are in the gym together. The best of the best from Georgia training together. We don't do that. We got our best guys out east, separated. Best guys out west, separated. Best guys in the Midwest, separated. I feel like we have to do a better job of getting mega practices to steal Kyle Thunder Nelson's branding. Mega practices together. We got to get Jerry Catarat, who, tip of the cap to him, that dude goes over to East vs. West and represents America like a beast. Can't take anything away from that dude, and I'm not taking anything. I mean, everybody knows how I feel about Big Dave Chafee. My favorite arm wrestler. Love that dude. Tip of the cap to Rivas yesterday. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever seen anybody do to Dave Chafee what that dude did to Dave Chafee yesterday. Slight adjustments in the setup, maybe. Faster off the go. But we got to get these guys together. Jerry Catarat's got to be arm wrestling with Dave Chafee on a regular basis from a practice perspective. And others too, But that is the key. Like, you got to have guys like Jerry Catarat pulling guys like Dave Chafee on a regular basis. How do we accomplish that? I mean, over here we have to go to work 9 to 5 or whatever it is, aside from arm wrestling. United. Like, all these promoters, this guy's throwing money this way, this guy's throwing money that way. I mean, even when the wake up the sleeping giant that is the WAL. And if that happens, back when WAL hit it, still didn't have it. Did a bunch of amazing things, put out a bunch of money, made some major paydays for arm wrestlers. And that was with the haters. But quit hating. Come together. Support each promotion. Communication. Promoters, communicate with each other. We have to make sure we're not stepping on each other's toes when we're doing events. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of people. If we're all on the same page, if we're all communicating, if we're all working together, that's how we get there. That's how we all accomplish exactly what each and every one of us wants to accomplish, and that's to make arm wrestling a mainstream sport over here in the States. That's how we put a Team West together that can go to events like East vs. West or the Russian Nationals or whatever it is. We can send our boys over there and we can come out on top. Just another thing where we want to walk around as Americans and think we are the best, think we are number one. We got work to do, America, not just in arm wrestling. We got work to do so that we are the best. Hope everyone that got the pay-per-view enjoyed it. I mean, even though I felt like I was taking loss after loss after loss because the guys I wanted to win were taking losses, it was still super entertaining. I'm super proud of those guys stepping to that table, putting their hearts and souls into it, giving it their all. I feel like RVJ was close. A couple slight adjustments there, and I think RVJ pulls out that win. I mean, shoot. Here we are, day one of the aftermath of East vs. West 7. Back to work, back to that grind. Arm wrestling. Get involved today.